afternoon, gents.
What's up?
Manyora.
Hey, sure.
Sunday fandag. Repelar shoota ka di Saturday. Ili fila bang ka shoota ka Sunday fandag.
Blessed day, man. Sunday, man. Chill. Favorite day for the week for Sundays.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah. No, guys. To the viewers, once again, it's Beer Chat with Friends. 4th episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, guys. Give us ideas. Defend the ideas and everything. We appreciate the love so far. The views have not exceeded expectation. We expect you guys to watch, but it's really going good. So we appreciate that. Just gonna let the gents introduce themselves again. Kita thoma kada ko lenyora laka ba feelings nyana da.
Libito ke Nolo Tumisho, aka Ferrari. That's funny lebelo. So that's me. Mara.
Yeah.
I know my podcaster, they just say the guy on the right because I always sit in the same position. So
Yeah.
Mara Kanalam Pizza, whatever you feel. Nolo, Ferrari, Tumisho, go ahead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like.
No. No, nagi lebo si Tumo.
Yeah.
Bahan si Tumo nfu.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, kona mbita lebs lebo.
Yeah.
Toma we na man. Ke motopitori yalang kita ger.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All good, guys. Kito le butso Sunday le na ifa byang ithomile byang ene kina go le butsa because kina go le butsa ka ya ka Sunday. Oh, guys, before re tla yi ke tsena mo tops ke re kopa di drinks nyana. Me bra hardly 10 minutes ke tswile ka ra roba di tops. Me bra zang ka tswaso. So ebile ke ntse mo koleng ke sapa ka di drinks. Ke a bona di employees ka da di a tswa di a tshaba commotion kwa shakwa cima di koloi di thomo batho ba a ke ra panic ka belong tsenwa mo di koloi ngwa reversiwa ho vaiwa guys ya re tsena mo di koloi phele re tshabe. That ain't nahani so rena le jive ya crime ba fethu.
On a Sunday.
Mara before bulla ka yona le ka bulla na o Sunday tsala na di bya me be re ka ringa hore di renya crime ra affecta bya.
Ne. On a Sunday. Tumisho na.
I'm still
Processing.
guess I process.
Yeah.
I think this thing is two ways, man.
But how's your Sunday? How's your Sunday first, man?
Oh, before that,
How's your Sunday?
Sunday,
How's your
my
Sunday? It's
Sunday
the Sunday
was chill.
before Valentines.
No,
Otherwise, guys,
my Sunday was good, man.
Yeah.
It's good. Still going good. Went to church as usual. Kereke ka tsena ka dinako tse sharp. Tsena ka 11, etswa ka 1.
Yeah.
I had a good service, man. Church is nice for me because there's certain things we do to feel like you know.
Okay.
So I'm one person. How to be informed, man.
Yeah.
If baredin sakai go there. Also utlwa ka batho, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So ke ikutlwetse monate at church. It was good. So my day's going well.
Yeah.
Sun is out with my boys. So far so good.
Nice, man. Nice, man. Yeah, Libza.
Well, I woke up happy.
Yeah.
The reason is because of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
What happened, my bad?
What's up, ball?
Oh.
My problem, you know, my parents know they are referring last week's game between Chiefs le Pirate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So bana go to console ka ho hopola game ya last week. No, ha re tlo leta ba tsa khale.
Yeah.
Edgar mama re botjile bokae?
Banjile 4-1.
Botjile 4-1 ne?
Team ya ka ba jile 4-1, but yeah.
O shapa marka jeno.
I sharp, but sports competition.
So Sundowns is a better team, we can say that.
Yeah, nearly better team ka Saturday.
Ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
After more we move on.
I think they were trying to remind you guys, or like say,
Yeah.
you can win other games, just not with us.
Polo man. Hey. Yeah.
And I think they did a good job.
No, they did. Bar Kalimile.
Bala Kalimile, ne? So le style hona no.
Ar sharp.
I won't post anything.
Ara move ar sharp.
No man. Yeah, but besides the victory, because I'm a Chiefs supporter.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad that they were able to just
Humble us a bit.
if you guys won Chiefs le Sundowns in 2 weeks in a row. Ish. Yo, Bahids.
Yeah.
Guys, I love mara ho ba di loser because first of all, we are in the same Ramapitori. At the moment, we're living in Pretoria. Go fail.
Yeah.
Sundowns shicho because that's a champions team. So we're winning. While let's the Pirates, let's support Pretorians because we are Pretorians. Anyway, that's my opinion. So Nuggets lady loser. I'm the only champion. I'm the only champion here. Okay, no, I'm not stressed.
No, life is a marathon.
Yeah.
Let Chiefs winner will be saying the same thing to you.
I was just suggesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I understand. Yeah, man. But yeah, Sunday's a chilled, nice sunny day.
Yeah.
ran a few errands in the morning.
Yeah.
And obviously I had the podcast in mind.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, just getting ready for the podcast as well. You know, we take these things seriously. So
No, it's always nice. It's nice, guys. I'm happy we started this and we're running along.
Yeah, we've been consistent so far.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually have a confession, right?
Yeah.
You know, ever since we did our first episode,
Okay.
right? Our first episode, I remember we talked about toxic friends, you know,
Yeah.
and good friend, all of those things. you
Yeah.
know? And when we were doing this podcast, essentially we just said, let's just try.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that it would have such an impact to me internally.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm starting to also do an introspection about me.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying this is that I had a call from one of my friend, and then as I told that person about what we discussed,
Yeah.
so that person said, what's toxic to you, right?
Yeah.
And I told that person as an example to say, but no, if I help you and one trail, what am I? I
Yeah.
think that's a bit toxic.
Okay.
I don't know, but Lebo, don't you think that me needing help from you,
Yeah.
I was using survival skills. And once I get what I want,
Yeah.
I'm moving away from you because of you, the one that's toxic.
Sure.
One tlhalohanya.
Yeah.
So, kainahana otherwise.
Yeah.
But what if I'm the toxic one?
Oh, snap.
You know what I mean?
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep, yeah.
So, I mean, the podcast is really helping me as well to grow,
Yeah.
to question
No,
a few,
yeah, too, son.
to question things, to see things differently, different perspective. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Yeah.
definitely, I'm glad that we started this.
definitely,
And we started this with, you know, with the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's doing a lot of wonders to my life personally. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So-
And by the way, there's people behind all of this.
Yeah.
Hariwani, you know, Hari. It's not the three of us. There's others behind the camera. So there's a whole team, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a bit daunting starting something new, but I think when you with the right people in part of your journey, it becomes easier. So man, thanks for your confession, man.
Yeah.
No.
Let's
no.
kuwasatswa.
Yeah.
Passion is what cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, man. We sincere about this thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, when I go, you.
Ke sharp le nyoro la ka ke sharp. Next time we sorry le feel ya ka tireng ya crime mo dladleng mara yo. Have you ever been victim of crime? Ferrer?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hey, Johanchi, but the most painful one.
Yeah?
Ne ke phela ke tsaya batho ba re jo ba utswitse koloi and aba utswa koloi daman na nyaka koloi ka marapotla.
Yeah.
Salo utlwa ntho hore ba.
Yeah, so like na
Hey, Joe, that thing is real.
motho a re ka mo dustbining o
That
nyaka
thing
la
is
le koloi.
real.
Yo.
Utswa, I think we're at my cousin's house.
Yeah.
Lebsa na lete, le na pakile transia. I park my car, Lebsa o paka koloi ya hae.
They were the
And
same
then-
cause.
Yeah, we're driving the same car.
Same,
Yeah?
same
Type-
color.
type
Same
of
color,
car.
everything.
Same color, yeah.
The colors were different. No,
Okay.
there's different colors.
Yeah,
Mara,
but the
same
same
car,
car.
same
Same
model,
car.
everything.
Yeah.
And then-
I guess the color of the Ferrari.
Yeah, well, I get
Okay.
Yeah.
Mara. Here, ke tswa ko ntle ke re ka fa chokolo ya iteng.
Sure.
And when I started searching, man, search ka mo potleng, search like wa fitla you like o touch mo or koloi ya iteng ka nnete. It was like
Fra ka
Eh, man,
imagine sa tshwana le eo.
painful.
It's like re
There's
ntse ka
nothing-
he re tswela ko ntle koloi wa nighting.
And another thing was
What's the
unbelievable.
first thing that comes to your mind? Gore we were about towilo.
Ona wa search, o checka matlo. First of
O
all,
nahane wena we ipotsa about towilo or something.
no, it can't because ne le bosihunya.
Yeah, and le mo madladleng so.
The first thing I thought, or maybe matlwaka boni pila. So it went, or like maybe there's something wrong with me because I know her koloi neli.
Yeah.
And it's so unbelievable. You doubt yourself
Yeah.
because you want to believe, or maybe you are wrong. Because the last thing you wanna accept is that the car is gone. So it doesn't hit you or no. Koloi faile ke South Africa. No, especially hele first time ba utswa koloi. Maybe some people kala ba betala ditarantshora ke tlwaetse.
Yeah.
But with me, it wasn't the case. It was like, there has to be something wrong with me. Because the only thing I want to know is that koloi, it's still there.
Yeah.
Mara maybe I gave one.
Yo.
Lebza jumpela ka mo transing ya hae and started, I get no drive la ka because you jumped into the car.
Manyaka na le lona.
No, because you don't know the time they took the car.
Yeah.
So hopefully by the time that we saw the car being taken,
Yeah.
you are hoping that it's not far away from the time that
So no roba lata le nyoro la.
you just negrabala.
No ira wena mara vehicle recovery. No ira le nyoro la ka.
No, I mean
No ira mara wena tracker.
I mean board.
Yeah.
Board. In the sense hore you know you don't plan these things, and you don't plan what you think.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Sure,
But
sure. Instinct.
yeah, instinct. So obviously, when you're driving, when
Yeah.
you see a guy, then that's when you can
You
call
can
assistance.
start- yeah.
You know what I mean. You
Yeah,
can call
for
the police
sure.
or
No,
the
for sure, for
There's
sure.
a car number plate that she got
Yeah.
whatever. But obviously, you need to be careful.
Yeah.
Because you're not armed. You know what I mean.
No,
And they're
no,
probably
it's fine.
armed. You know what I mean.
No, it's fine.
But it's you quickly react to something to say, okay, what can we do? You know what I mean? Yeah, because of
reaction on everything.
yeah,
it's,
I mean,
it's very instinctive.
I mean, when we all came out, it was a birthday celebration, yeah, lunch, like just 2 minutes. So when we came out, ne, he says that it's not the same color. I still say the same color.
Yeah.
So when we came out,
Yeah.
essentially we saw hore, ke difference two, and
Yeah.
so here is and o tshwarele tswalo, le nna ke tshwarele tswalo.
Bra.
Re ke kole ya mambe no.
Bra.
Like what so?
Yo.
Like
I think what was the crime beyond that, wasn't it? Go go police station,
Yeah.
go bula case. Ajo. That's a crime, Joe. Come call recycling service, go to police station,
Yeah,
it's
then-
bad.
yeah, that's
It
it.
was almost like there was no agency. Number one, it's something that happened like within maybe 30 minutes of
Yeah,
happening. ne?
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought who daga agency.
Yeah.
Re fitlha hore no, ba nkutsweditse koloi. So everyone was so chilled, like
But relaxed.
ba tatile di for but oh sorry kopa hore re late pene ba sokolo kra pene hore ba nyako ngwala state. They're not even listening to my
And
story.
that
hore-
time kolong ke ba inyaki.
I think
Man, that's a crime on its own.
no, I think also what's traumatic about it, ne?
Yeah.
Okay, what's sad for Tumisho's situation that time is that naturally 4,000 kam koloi. So much double abakara koloi fela, bakere 4,000. You know what I mean?
Yo.
So that was a bit painful.
Ish.
But I think what's more scary and
Yeah.
traumatic and you feel vulnerable, ne?
Yeah.
Is that clearly these people that stole the car were looking at him from morning maybe. You don't know. Because of before Ferrari Adla, Selara Chila go parking, Willa Kraking, afterwards Rakopana go parking,
Yeah.
Rakopana go parking after the Habu Ips.
Yeah.
So Kobe Ipsi, that's when the car was alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Wabon or these people were like for the whole day, never movements of Ferrari. So having someone to be watching you and also money, or
That's scary.
that's scary. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
that's Lebza's theory, by the way.
Yeah.
I've always been like, Joe, in a hundred to fit our lebeletse the whole thing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
When you think it was just never machitaba bone opportunity by
no,
I
think
Bon,
so.
little opportunistic.
Edgar, when
crime.
people
think so.
Edgar, when people want your car,
Yeah.
they want your car. They might not get it today,
Yeah.
but they'll get it at some point.
But we could also say batho ba nyaka NP200 ba nyaka NP200
Bon.
e tlo lahlang
Bon.
pele ba
Bon.
tlo tsaya yona.
I'll give you an example.
I
ne?
agree. I agree with
Bon,
that.
I'll give you an example. I was driving a family's member's car, ne?
Mm.
So I think it was September.
Yeah.
Bazamilo who unlock
We got
yeah,
Yeah.
Marbaba leads.
Yeah.
So there was a time thing I went to go buy takeaways.
Yeah.
Katsena, kaya bathroom.
Yeah.
Kaya bathroom. That was after 4 months.
Yeah.
Kagraba thulile fester. Bazero goloi.
If aka wena
Ivagan.
uli one.
Kiliwan.
Shit, dude, how did you feel about that? Kola motho mong utswe in your possession.
I didn't sleep.
That must be traumatic.
I didn't sleep. And I didn't see anything. Kulikolo ayalla and then alarm ayalla I just said, but you can tell it's the same people because
Yeah.
of clearly aba
Kale never nyaka-
no
never nyaka-
aba unlock kan twele but
Yeah,
twele
ba
first
twele,
yeah but look no two. So
I'm so trauma happy kola motho be ka utsiwa
Eish.
mfutsa maka wena man.
and well Dara mo negro ka take away for nale mothole but you know it was just one of those things that yeah but since like it's not easy
Mara
man.
dijo tselo di kerele take away le jele nyane at least.
Akusobola mara.
So when incident ya ya crime salabeng mo sala wa
Yona,
victim
you-
ya crime.
yona, and then
Yona
also-
Ferrari because of victim lo
Yeah, and then
Yona, yeah.
and then there was a time where I was passing somewhere more stationing, and then I was passing these other two guys. So like I was
Yeah.
those guys Banswara, Bampusheta. I was rolling down.
cliff.
Yeah, a cliff.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kawala, like yeah, it was a bush. Kama like kwa.
It's
Hegi fitla kwa kanta banti bisa le bona ba shiana.
ah wa mo.
Hegi fitla kwa tlase ke roll. I think
Eh.
I broke my left finger.
Ah,
And then eventually and then eventually afterwards they banswara ka thipa mo.
Ah.
Yeah. He banswara ka thipa mo.
Yeah.
He banswara ka thipa mo. And then he get ka move. But move hape right hands.
Yo.
Oh dude.
Lo nyora ke was temo.
He get stay. And then essentially what happened was like I just cooperated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was nothing I could do. Environment in SA, it was against me. Situation was against me.
Snap.
Two against one. So yeah, pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
hard man le nyora.
And yeah, man, you never think, Hore, actually this would happen to you until it happens to you. Crime is real.
Yeah.
Crime is real and it's hurtful. It's something that you gotta heal from.
Yeah.
It takes something away from you. So man, if you're doing crime out there, man, gents,
focus on volume.
focus on volume, stop man. People work hard for these things.
Yeah, no.
We have to, like, you might steal something from me, but it might take me 2 years to heal.
Yeah.
That's 2 years of my life gone.
Yeah.
Just because we know there is something.
Besides the material thing.
And we understand, man, poverty is there, we understand, but it's again, but guys, let's just, man. Yeah. But, yeah.
Oh, anyway. No, deep chance.
Yeah. But yeah, man, so, Mabani, Edgar and I was at work. So Edgar went phone Mabani. So Edgar phone Mabani, and he said, he was telling me, no, you didn't tell the producer and the sound man what we discussed. What's kababuza? You know? What's kababuza? So eventually I'm like, Edgar, no, I just didn't feel it was necessary for me to tell them because of they told me that they have other things to do. No, but you could have told them so they can decide for themselves. So we discussed about for 30 minutes. Okay, whenever you feel important, if you feel it's important, whenever phone votes. So essentially afterwards, I guess he's trying to still put his point across, still see that I get a pose. Okay. I'm like, no, I get a pose. So now I decided on myself for 1, 2, 3. So eventually I'm like, but Edgar, you are talking to me now, trying to correct me instead of actually calling the guys. You're taking more time. So eventually, well, the producer was able to get to the location that Edgar was hoping that the producer would get there. So now, the fact that I took the decision by myself to say, no, Aiden to high, all of those things, and we argued for about 30 minutes, it actually brought a question into my mind to say, Hore, do men struggle with communication? Like, do men struggle with can men communicate? How do men communicate?
Yeah.
Or is it some men that can actually communicate? Or what? Like, what do you guys think about that?
Do we generally struggle with communication?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do we struggle? Yeah.
Maybe let me take a punt at it. I think men are such visionaries. You know, Tabaga vision. Vision is about something that you see, right? Vision, we're talking about eyes. And something that is in your mind. I think men are generally good visionaries. We know what we want.
Yeah.
But to be able to articulate it to someone else might be the issue. When are we here and you think or didn't obvious? Hanji, I think we might have a struggle because not everything is obvious. And what. But the way you have it so set in your vision, you actually, most men, they know what they want or they can envision the picture.
Yeah.
Mara, put them to practice. I mean, isn't to practice, but to communicate that to someone else. I think so I tend to might agree to say, we might be struggling with putting our point across. Like now, I know exactly what I want to say. I've got a beautiful picture here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's how I think about it. We might have a bit of an issue.
Yes, Jens, how communicate? Yeah, well, I think it differs from gent to gent. But they much don't communicate and stuff. I think it's just a general. Communication is a general thing. There are people who struggle with communication. There are people who are good at it. So now, opinion. I think, opinion.
Okay. No, I think the issue is not whether we can communicate or not.
Yeah.
I think the issue is who we're communicating to.
Okay.
So it's not about the speaker, it's about the listener.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you see someone is not really paying attention or listening to you, I think you withdraw sometimes. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes, for example, you find that you communicate and someone uses that information against you.
Yeah.
So what happens is that you tend to now keep it to yourself now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but if you have a good listener, you are somehow, inspired to communicate with this person because of they listen well. You know what I mean? Yeah. But generally, I think, man, we do struggle with communication because of number one, if I communicate to a person, let's say I'll just use an example of a partner.
Yeah.
If I use Onyagarifil.
Partner, John.
Onyagarifil.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I get it if I'm
communicating sharp.
Yeah, if you kill a message.
So-
Yeah.
Well, it's well, it was the receiver. You know what I mean? It was the receiver. So if now I say to my partner, ne, hore, I will be able to do this in the next 4 months. Maybe
Yeah.
that's to purchase something
Yeah.
in the next 4 months. And my partner now becomes a bit impatient. And my partner says, okay, I'll just go get it.
Yeah, man. Did that 4 month pass already?
No, it hasn't passed. I'm impatient.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
impatient.
So before the 4 months he left,
Yeah.
you're not
Okay.
still
I want to
impatient.
get it. I'll
But
get it
4
in
months.
4 months.
Yeah.
And obviously now I'm thinking in the next 4 months, maybe I'm having a bit of money coming in from somewhere. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll be able to get in the 4 months. Then baby and I are again. But 4 months ish. And I mean, now I want it now. You know what I mean? And then what's my oikria?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she took the information. I don't know, it won't work for her. And then she doesn't communicate back to me. She goes into and Oireka next time. So what will happen next time is that if now she speaks to me, I'll probably say we'll get it sometime. I give more to say
Yeah.
because I withdraw now.
Fair time frame.
I give more time frame because
Yeah.
of she used that 4 months. I don't know. Now
It's a bit long for
it's
me.
a bit long for me. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And generally, I don't want to go search for money where I shouldn't search for money. I'd rather wait, get the logical. But because of now, Uber that information against me,
Yeah.
I will tend to withdraw. Or sometimes you confess to someone or something like that, and someone says, "But hey, we're not spending lesenyana.
Yeah.
What are on cards?
Our
Or
plug,
but
yeah.
you know what? It's gonna withdraw, yeah, because of every time get the pula, it works against me.
Yeah.
So I rather withdraw.
Wait, so are you saying, Hore, in the scenario that you put up, Hore, we become bad communicators? We are not bad communicators, but situation makes us bad communicators.
Or the person you communicate
Yeah,
to.
from what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The person you
Impacts
communicate.
the way you communicate.
So when I in the case of Olanga, you're saying your partner. Like your example.
Yeah. I don't have a partner now, but if I have a partner, I think it will just depend on her how well she's receiving my communication. You know what I mean?
So my question is that a male or female thing? Because if the scenario turns, don't you think or a woman would withdraw as well?
No, I think so. Now you're going to where I'm actually also trying to add on to Hore. The other reason why we become bad communicators. There's this thing with this other guy about 5 love languages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Act of service, words of affirmation, gifts, service.
We will let the service.
Physical touch.
Service,
Yeah, nagarata service. Physical touch. But obviously that is one person's point of view.
Yeah.
It was criticized where people hence in life they get a bit emotionally damaged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I could love service as far as it's a thing,
Yeah.
but you find now it's no longer relevant to me because of my personality has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you find that Hore in a bit tricky now to say Hore, how should I communicate with this person? Because of the way I have studied him, it looks like other physical touch. But because of now he's now in a new era, it's no longer relevant to you now.
Kautswara, you know, at the same time, it's a way like communicate. I think I'm better because
Yeah.
especially when it comes to, I think banna rato loser, man.
Okay.
Given that perspective, you know, when you like, as I said, men, I believe a lot of them are vision bearers. Like Hanchi gets a lezarocho or moto, it's on you to approach them. One promise or yo wanyana tamalwena or whatever. I'm gonna take a womushela. You do all those processes, ne? And we have no problem with communication when it gets to that, right? Can we agree? Or you've went for the chick you've wanted and you've went for that business idea that you wanted and you got that deal yamato. You've communicated to the vision in your head. Like we initially, I think we start initially good as communicators, ne? But this is what happens when things don't go our way. We stop losing communication when it comes to this. To be vulnerable now. Or actually, wait again. What I promised you that I can do in 6 months. Because now you have to be emotional about it. We are now you're getting into emotions. We are like like but why didn't you say? But over the Friday, I approached you. I said I'm gonna do this, but reality of the matter is that kapalwa mogele. I think now it makes us a bit of bad communicators because we don't want to open up to that element. Yeah, pay another 3 months. I think we bad losers most of the time. We'll keep it and and not communicate what the issue is. Or when I tell stressed. For example, men go get again. For example, I use the church example. Men at church, so mara during the week le the guys job ba tshware boima jo ha itse school fees se lo se bereka byang mosadi o tla ka something but o palwa go motso and like 1 2 3 because there's still that thing that lies in us I'm the man who started this into the must still is in us without coming from anywhere else. And then we start become a bit of bad communicators to our partners.
And I had to kubatsa because of, you know what happens sometimes. I think I was listening to something. You know, a guy uta school to 100,000 go banking or a kono furniture ntlu. Okay. A kitchen na irang lem sadia high, but uta 100,000. And then eventually about one. Who's the most no page. Yeah. Jigi jugo dadi king dila tata di sheriff is he demand. Bari exe. Yape final notice 100,000 alipati 1 2 3. Mosadia bar even 100,000. Communication.
Maka.
Okay, maka. Ne agar jo mo partnership le motho wa motsa gore.
Mara motho a ngere bara daman because if we go deeper. Daman no tla kra le that thing or echo. Be a man, solve it. So why it's line le orcho? Whole mo situation. Partner no. Let's do everything together 1 2 3.
Yeah.
But when it hits the fan, situation is about no, you the man, make a plan. Hey, or what? Next thing it backfires.
Yeah.
Pressures.
And those are the things that makes us withdraw. From communicating, you know what I mean?
No,
and it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. It's wrong. You know what I mean?
Because people are to communicate. Like, hey, you're gonna put yourself. You pull this one time. Go many years ago. Go house 22.
Yeah.
Keep lomile le emergency. Better be. Child blind man. It's like a Thursday. Child blind. You go fast. You try to meditate into it. Tepila blind. No one. So more near lomile huna le space nyana. One. So the meditate. Dia ploma. Oh, they did 3 di medite. One. So the medite they too nice and no money is going kinyana like okay. Oh, what?
Yeah, aratswane ka ofela.
Yeah, like ka sorry go. Mara going. And mara
no, it's going usara ke score. What unique.
Unique.
Yeah, unique. Unique. Okay. We've got a new word.
So man, unique.
Don't discriminate.
Unique. One. So here is that. So book how na le space nyana one. Bana bale ba pecha ba ploma le bile ke butsa majimbo because bana bale kilo bana ba fetso reka ba rekile di ice tropes wa bona ba fetso reka so ba nyaka di city ba bona mola so bile ba butsisa ke ra no kunjalo mo a hona batho a bile re ba irela space ba ploma two o mwana o tshwara couch mo dadeng wa bona a ona flop so ke blomile le yena o nice fele ngwana re thomo tshwara stack o tsa Bloemfontein ngwana so he ke fele 2A etswa Bloemfontein ke masole ne ba tlile Pitori for cause. Ba tlile mo unique unique o ke cousin ya o nna ke plomile le yena.
Yeah.
That is going ke
unique.
Yeah. So mara naturally wa itse go viring na le mogele re thomo tshwara steke. Tshebile ra flow like monate like wa bona re almost same age group nyana ra flow. Monate bana ba rekile 12 ice tropes akere. Ba bshaya hona flop. Mara unique ke a mono o na le unique akere kwa mo Pitori.
Yeah.
Wa bona? It's a blue but the
Yeah.
Skobi ke se ka se bona like colorida fast. Ke bona o tlo ba problem. Okay, but anyway ona flop. Rapsha. No or tshwara stable at some point or at can cape bathroom. I the bathroom di go ka bona. I believe you be holding hands for like but nersa shelane no hosna anything sinister. We just connected like wa bona mara no sta taba tsa hore le nna next mo ha se plus go chaile me bra ka shele. Wa bona ka re chaile ja like wa bona
communicate.
Yeah, wa bona
communicate.
Communication etla wa bona. So bana ba at some point ho tsala di ice drops tse bo ma 3 4 mo packeting. They battle need to top up at some point.
Okay.
Ke bona dai sko o bitsa o nna ke blomile le yena ke
Yeah.
meeting yana wa itse di medi like meeting yana ba sebelana nyana 2 minutes o bona ola wa blom fela la ke bonela go pele me fera ke ra itse bo Peter operator bank ke a bona gore mo ke tlo ba responsible for ke tlo ba responsible for top up ya di ice tropes. I can't afford that stuff. Ice trop is the most expensive thing I know bo pelo bag. Anyway, I had to return stake le girl is kala ish Edgar like ka se pile 6 nyana wona. Communication itla mo.
Okay.
Wo itse majita mabaya ka irang. O ka postpone nyana, o ka re ke tla plan, you don't have the money, dog. You don't have the we plan you don't have the money.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I was prepared. I knew I could tell the situation was coming. I saw it coming. So a lot of guys, most situations that's especially when I go to drink singing. Me para no already flop nyana tse ding and mo we leng re tshwantse o no re akina new or nka.
So o irile bjang?
Jo akanya ka postpone akanya go era anything and I was prepared. I saw it coming. Ke mutse di tshera akina new. Fela and scoping ko lebeletsa ke scoping ka after advisor o re tshwantsang khopele yena tshwara angle nyana ke a mona ke scoping ke se o ang khopela Edgar Baile di ice tropes the 6 with ice tropes that time ko high 22 jo go botsa taba tsa bo ma I don't know how many years back this is e one o ka rene le bo ma 110
and Carl not
Carl,
now
no Carl nahana on a Thursday fela nna ke chaile self ne rona di event go le majid ke bae round ya bo ma 650. And if hapo ka postpone like go bidding ho ka postpone re ke tla bona campaign ko nyana tsa itse re tlo bitsa waitress to bitsa waiter a re kopa di ice tropes tse 6 waiter wa ntsa bitsa a re ke I ra obeya mo situation ka a usana plan yeah be no mo chailo to thomira mawaza so you have to be upfront like communicate or I think it applies the relationship
So,
being or baby I don't have
I
this
think
money.
I caught something one to have.
Yeah
Communication maybe ya re palla so sma out because ka re faisana le hanchi e faisana le pride go re put pride aside
ka re betha ke scam nya
Yeah.
and o itse mara
Pride,
go
okay,
botsa
okay.
chero ra ke na chelete.
yeah
It's difficult.
It's not an easy thing. Lena like I was prepared for it, Mara. Hey, it was and I get like go, but I knew it has to be done that way. Ke cut any sort of hope or nanka reka di ice tropes or anything. And a joke, it's quite funny. That cherry later on, Bavaya, the cherry, Babaya, the beer, Babaya, the ice tropes, Babu. She actually apologized later. It's Edgar. Ke influence the cousin. Come on, said
ma unique nearly na unique of course thing that
Scobing you influence it. Until then. Well, but so that cherry later on because it became awkward after that. Ne? But at some point they went and bought their own drinks. So later on when we talk about it, it was awkward because for a while we weren't talking. Like off nyana, like office nyana, maybe embarrassed nyana or akina nyugu kind of thing. She later like when I see break nyana happy or tomo bulela happy. Ambotsa hore ne man ish cousin haka kena unrumileng what wa shakwa. Ba bona mara lotsa tsona.
I know you two seats
Mara if next communicator effectively.
yeah
Neko zoza zakya di rent neko ira mawaza.
And ka usane o tlo khopela rona chelete.
Ka usane ke tla mo emergency ke ba sethu ba shakwa cima. Neko ira mawaza me bra neko wa bona.
Yeah.
So Gents tshwantse re be brave especially when it comes to taba tsa dimedi. You must be brave and communicate. The message must be clear.
The message
Wa
must be
bona
clear.
because we have a tendency ya o ke tla ira plan. You leaving the door open and why you wa ira plan. You leaving the door open or motho o tlo romela di WhatsApp.
He's going to do it.
Yeah, o khona nna 2 days o sa buli WhatsApp ya cherry because o khopetse something. O sa ibule hai.
Yeah.
Yeah, because since when I would clear a plan. Bolela hore akina new.
so pila we should be moving away from some of dilo tse ba re udile mo tsona gore monna a le o le lateng dilo tse bjalo those things have to be challenged now
No, they have to.
because
but
basically that's what I think we have to start communicating those ideas because o ka re di are kawata
we have to be honest.
Or
We
it's again,
have to be
Joe,
honest with ourselves.
being vulnerable or saying or on certain things is not a man bargaining. It
It's
doesn't
not
make you
manly.
less
It's not
of
manly.
a man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
I think we must be
true.
honest with
No,
ourselves.
true. Because of Joe, generally like re under pressure and
Be under pressure.
unnecessarily so sometimes. You know what I mean?
Pressure.
So what? Who thinks what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you just have to be honest with yourself. For game, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So imagine o tsaya bo di loans tsa di 100 block me bra o paletse kono hore I can't do it at the moment. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Wa understand? Nka code.
Just code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me bra o create.
But now the problem is that especially when you partner and then partner to more undermine because of when you can't. And now go monyetse motho. Because of now you communicate and how communicate motho benong instead of our bona thank you for communicating with the issue.
Yeah.
Otomo na o latlhela skempe.
I think there's another thing. Guy, because here's another thing. If you went for so long, or say this communicator or then come long, things don't change. Like they catch up. No nyagoba something else later on. I think the fundamental thing might be or dilo tse santse di lokisiwe ko mathomo. Like
communicate them, ne?
Like be a communicator for tsanza re lokise before o tlo nyala. Or like no boletse taba or no in marriage it's because of the foundations it's later on they're catching up because of those ideologies or monale wa khotlela or what le basadi ba botsa gore mosadi o tshwara thipa ka bohaleng. I think those things are discussions that we have to have. Hey, honestly, those times have changed and there are certain principles that were not correct 100% correct. I think in reality har fitlhe mo gore for the times batho ba khotleletse nonsense. And now we're in a generation now where we want the relationships to work. Like where we divorce, for example. It's so easy to get it. But I think the discussion has changed.
It's changed.
We are the generation that how do we solve this divorce issue? And it's like the principles of communication.
I think also we need to, as men, also understand that when we communicate with other men, we allow ourselves to be emotional and vulnerable.
Okay.
Because of there's this thing, I think with you guys, I've never been in a situation where we've had we have motivational discussions, but we don't have emotional discussions. You know what I mean? If we do, we do, but we brush it off. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I think it also starts with us men. You know what I mean? Like when we talk, when someone confides in you, you have to hear this person is at a very stressful, depressed time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we need to give that platform as men talking with each other and being emotional with each other. It's not like some weak thing. You know what I mean? It's something that can assist. It's something that can help in terms of how to navigate the situation. You know what I mean? So that's my point of view. There's no point we want to be emotional with the ladies. But we're not emotional with the guys. With ourselves. You know what I mean? Because of once we are strong with guys, we want to be strong with the ladies. No, I don't talk. Somebody you shut down. No, you don't even talk to yourself. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's what I think personally. As guys, we need to start just leveling the play field.
It's okay to be weak sometimes.
Yeah, it's okay to be weak.
It's okay to be
just not forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's okay to be weak.
Yeah.
And just to have that, I'm just not okay.
Yeah.
I'm just not okay. A guy saying he's not okay, it's a problem. You know what I mean? No. Edgar, why are you not okay? You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't tell. Allow me to be emotional. Yeah, I don't swear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay with that feeling. Or I feel sad. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's okay.
You're sadness.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
But I must say, generation is sharp. Like, that's changed. We're able to talk to each other, gents.
I think
generation
we're not there yet, but we're going there.
Generation is getting much better than like, but baba holu and wholly difficult and stuff, you know. But generation you know.
Only learning when the last time
the last time killer nearly tears of joy actually. I've only cried tears of joy.
Yeah.
The last time killer nearly tears of joy. But because of sadness, I don't know, man. I think nekile finda lenya cousin aka and like lesumane
lesukile
and I just couldn't hold it back, dog. Yeah, it was painful.
Yeah,
I think nearly finda. I think about 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but little tears of joy is when I got some good news and I never like the tears of joy. They are confused. I like they get come nekile grocery ke push out one bamfula bamputsa taba. What like barra. Kutla bona. Tears of joy. Like, I've only ever cried tears of joy once.
Yeah.
It's the most overwhelming feeling. Yeah, it was really good news that I had gotten. Yeah.
Okay. No, it looks like the no, it looks like the this communication. If we can just get it right, it looks like friendships, relationships can actually do well.
Yeah, no,
you know what I
sure.
mean.
But I think we're a good generation.
No,
I think we're a good generation. Like we were saying last time, like fatherhood and stuff. We're doing things different, gents. You see proud fathers. You see guys talking to each other. We're opening up to. So I think we're a very nice generation.
I think to jump on that, we've got the materials of being something great.
Yeah,
I think the
powerful.
all the materials are there.
Yeah.
But with everything, I think we look at leadership. And what I mean from leadership, starting this podcast, we're leading a conversation.
No, for sure.
We're leading a mindset. Saying Horbona. When was the last time we heard a good thing or this generation is a good generation?
Yeah.
Because a lot of things we hear, unemployment is high. What? Everybody so nobody.
Yeah.
When you listen to a lot of things, it seems like, first of all, we don't identify what good things we have now. We actually play it down on how good
we are. No?
we're in a good position to become great.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, who's leading the conversation? Who's leading the narrative?
The positive narrative.
You know?
Yeah, we need to put out the positive stuff.
If we start doing that, then we're gonna be fighting for something great. Like 76, Hector Peterson, June 16. If you think about that whole theme, I was not there 76, Morik Isaacson and all of that. Reality is that our generation now, we are not there. Ne? And something that beautiful that opened doors for us. If we don't take that and highlight what it was and what we are fighting for now, in conjunction and in being synergistic to what was happening then.
Synergistic, but which is cool.
That time and
synergistic
to bring a greater outcome. Synergistic. 2 + 2 is 5.
Okay.
Or 1 plus. I think 1 + 1 is 3. It means that what happened in that period of time and the 76 of then and the group Yano, Here Kopanta, with those two. These two generations, we can have a greater output.
No, for sure.
No, so
it's very synergistic.
No, we are a beautiful generation.
Yeah,
generation full of dreams, possibilities. You know what I mean? As much as there are, negative things, as much as there are negative things, but there are positive things.
There's
a lot of positive things. A lot of positive things,
and we need people to talk about it.
And we need people to talk about it. I believe
I'm glad we're doing that. I'm glad we're doing that.
You know what I mean. But there are a lot of positive things. I think it's a good generation.
Yeah.
But Kana, what's today's date again?
Today is the 9th.
9th.
The 9th
of Feb, ne?
Of Feb. Yeah.
Next week is Valentine.
This week.
Friday ke Valentine.
Yeah, so get this week.
This week.
Yeah. No, here next week. Get this week.
Yeah. So and the labs mention no hore vele o hira Valentine like.
Ona le Valentine egg.
I get that.
Ona Valentine.
Ke Valentine I'm at home I guess Valentine.
So you single now?
I don't know, like man. Relationship mo ICU no.
Ne?
Yeah, relationship mo ICU.
Right now Valentine's is standard, brother. For some of us, now we love year on year.
Yeah?
Year on year.
On when?
Always. True.
Yeah.
But the only difference is one. That's already the gifting, what? Unfortunately, true.
Ferrari.
Terrible. It's terrible. Not in the sense of I
we
don't want to do
communicate
it. No, the thing is that it's so commercialized. And I think marketing and buys seats. And now we're all in different fields. But in terms of my side, in terms of marketing, so loading hediba commercialized. Yeah, buys because it's almost like it's taking away from what you're constantly doing. Are you not filling up petrol high? Are you not? But on this specific day, it's like something has to be done. I'm not constantly doing stuff.
Yeah.
So
now when again we rega the flowers, now when again we rega the chocolate. Why this particular day?
Like there's things that happen and you are supporting or how means a relative in that how go the funeral
yeah,
we are doing
now
the
comes
most.
this particular day and you need to be.
And I'm not saying or don't celebrate it or and I'm not saying I don't.
Yeah.
But I'm saying or I never put myself pressure or ola lo mona complain arjo karata ile o bula ile ting 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 why is it but don't do that. Never will on social media. Don't do karata or don't send lousy baby at least 10 days is our job. You can't be doing this in this day and age of Valentine's. I don't succumb to such pressure personally. 100%. But if you guys La Pusha, Lirata, 1,000 Roses and what?
Yeah.
Big ups to you, man.
100%.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, and probably makes me a bastard to most women out there.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No, but it
podcasters.
makes
I
absolute
get
sense.
No,
It
but
makes sense. Like
makes
if you're doing all these
If
things,
you're doing it, you can't be judged for one day.
throughout the year. Why?
No,
is
such
this
an
pa-
opinion, yeah, guys,
is,
yours.
is this particular? I kind of feel like that, but also.
Ulola, marole roman,
Yeah,
roman.
Is that like, ka Valentine, it's always nice to, like, you have flowers or go florist da. After, gents, ka jena re go bottle store ka jena. Ba go pane go florist ba botle, bara ka jena biala have benyana, ka jena ke kere. So it's nice to see like a nice common day where we just celebrating love in a national setting. You know what I mean? Where we're like, okay, love, and I want to get to that point where, besides the Valentine, is love overrated? Because of it's nice to go to you get the flowers, you buy someone for something, but the whole aim of it is to, I believe, is to brag about nanga le Valentine ke rata motho mbiana ke na le motho ke mo ratang, and when ona le mang, like marakopana go to meeting yana. So now I celebrate it in that sense, but I agree to Misho's position. But I celebrate in the sense of we can actually talk about one thing ka jeno or no ka jeno I'm planning to do a romantic dinner for my person. Available ke na le motho wa ka go monate.
Kopa ho itsenella hona mone. Libza just said, I think you hear my point. Mara or you agree. Are set.
No, okay.
Wait, do I get real? No, you hear my point and where I'm coming from. Mara Lebza is a romantic. Kento give or no. I don't think what Lebza is a romantic. Opportunity like Valentine's.
I take it.
For what Lebza, it's like and it's not taking away or he doesn't do the things in the middle. But he's a lover. I mean, the most expensive place you've taken a lady. Yeah. Edgar, I don't know or you do the lips. Why is it romantic man?
No,
yeah. So, but he's right. But I think I do agree with him. Just to answer or to clarify.
Yeah.
But I think it's just more one of those things that it's like Christmas Day where everyone is like with their families. You know what I mean? It's like and Valentine is like everyone is with their lovers. So it's one of those atmospheres. In 1 year, can we just have it together? You know what I mean?
No,
but is love overrated though? Because we're doing this Valentine thing, but is love? Because I thought when we do this thing, we're expressing our love. But are we just doing it now because of we're doing it, or are we doing it because of we in love, or is love overrated?
Nah, no, love is consider overrated. Like you don't choose to love. Like, you don't choose to love. Yeah.
So love as a choice.
Nah, it's natural. I think it's natural.
So it's not a choice for you. Or you don't
I think it's natural. You might choose to proceed with it, or you might choose not to. But it's a natural thing. Though. You meet someone sometimes, and you love them.
You love them because you meet them.
No, you meet a person sometimes,
and you just fall in
love. You love them, yeah. One swar, and then one swar. So, I think love itself is a natural thing, but whether you proceeding with it is a choice. Or when you might feel for this particular person overrated or but now for I feel like I don't think in a lifetime like romantically. Not favor. But romantically, I don't think you love more than 5 people in your life. Nah.
Like romantically?
Yeah.
You don't believe that?
Yeah, personally, I don't think I'll love more than 5 more in a lifetime.
That's one person who's been in love or is in love. Experience.
But what baratang? But few. Yeah, it's a natural feeling.
You tell how many years or falling in love for the first time?
Sometimes,
if you can count
sometimes
how long did it take you? Like for the first time, and Aranyako counter, maybe from somewhere in your teens then.
Yeah.
To your first love.
Yeah.
How many years did it take? And how old were you in that period? And how long did it take? So, because I'm trying to say to figure out how your math is going.
I get you. So I'll give you 2 scenarios. I'll give you 2 people that I loved.
Sure.
The first lady that I loved. I thought when I saw in an instant I was in love.
Like love at first sight.
Yeah, like
Yeah, exist that thing.
Yeah, ke like mona and re le bana like we were like maybe my high school vibes nyana. Ke like mona
Ala bolela umone wa marata.
Kamarata. Same time camera rajola later on in life. Tertiary vibes.
Oh, koro gabile ka na go
No,
kopana
nakola ne re bana ne re sna opportunity re karatana ne re le bana.
O maro maratile wa ba le opportunity
ke la bona me bra because plus ne ke le boarding school so I always know ra le medi ke ratang like wa bona le ke le go skela like na eta go dla ko kasi ko se abuso.
Okay.
Wa ntshwara. Like teacher ke mo ratile like di sa tloha and eventually when I came to tertiary because ke motho mo Pitori then we started loving each other and then we started sexing each other and stuff.
So it took pretty much 4 or 5 years before
we were together.
Oh yeah.
So the natural love, like I'm saying, we're loving natural like
yeah,
the natural feeling.
Yeah.
I got long ago.
Okay.
But the opportunity and the decision to say I'm gonna love this, I'm gonna be in love with this person. What happened later on, but there was a choice. But I'm saying the feeling itself is natural and it's one. And then another scenario is I was with someone, Kimusheti, just because Kenyaka made it at the time. For Shela. Once Kemuratile, maybe after 2 years. No, okay, maybe 2 years is long. Maybe after a year. Because matomong intention ka nelim jolo fela. Once
yeah.
Mara humrata. It took long and then another play. Mara it took long. Maybe. And that's when you're older because the priority no they change. Look. Once urata mutu for different reasons. Once katomo bono medie ki medien karata na leon. Only after a year that I started loving this person.
So let's ask the question overrated.
Yeah. No.
Lebza when no, you can't say. Pretty much you saying you can't say that.
But when
no, you when before Nagantara. Yes, I'm happy.
No, not personally. I don't think love is overrated.
Yeah.
I think love can never die. I think love can never die. I think we've got we're trying to fade away love, and it's something that can never die. For example, when people now start finding each other or batomajola, you find out how much you have, what you drive, you know, only to find out later you're married to someone that you don't really love.
Okay.
You're married to someone that doesn't really love you.
Yeah.
You're married to someone that actually doesn't. He's a narcissist.
Yeah.
And other, it was convenient for you guys to be together.
Yeah.
But I still believe love keeps people together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel it, you know it. Love doesn't make you insecure. It doesn't make you doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just because of convenience. You know, how many ladies are dating people because of maybe they're in a certain position, no? Only to find out after 2 years, but the money is again. The money asimotwa. Ana humility, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you go back, you're like, but you were never in love with this person, you know?
Yeah.
Love will always win, regardless what you do. That's why not personally, I know, and for not personally, I would say this personally. There was a time where I encountered the love of God myself. You know what I mean? And love, once you encounter it, what happens is that fear goes out your way.
Yeah.
You're not fearful. You know what I mean? So to genuinely, I think a person will always be safe around you.
Yeah.
A person will always be themselves around you. A person will always be willing to communicate with you. You know what I mean? So, we need love. You know what I mean? We can't take love out of the equation. If we take love out of the equation, I don't know what we're gonna do to each other. You know what I mean?
I think we're really smart, innit?
Yeah.
But I think even in the question that you phrased, or is love overrated? I'll ask a simple question on top of that, or who's doing the rating? Very overrated. I rate that, or this is 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
But you said something very interesting, or the love of God, for example. I mean, in being a believer in Christ, or someone died for you, and there's no greater love than that, for someone to die for you. I want not rating or love wins. Mara in the same box. Love is not enough. Aragane one rata and together. But she told me these words are love is not enough. Hey.
Yeah.
Ne? You are not change and I want to now is love. And you said something, Horjo. Love is so powerful and all of that, then it always wins. this person is telling me hore to me shoka rata.
Yeah.
And when I is one rata. But she told me hore love is not enough. And basically that was the basis of why things never worked out.
Yeah.
And then Katomo puts her no rating ya wano. Lead description ya love. It starts, you start thinking or over exhausted. You know, can you define love? Or maybe to hang bila ba itso le rato ke eng bila pe. Because if one on puts a it's not enough. Now I believe or le rato can make
conquers all, ne?
so like ho rata motho a re ke tshwere ke tlala jo. Wa tsama 3 days o lo nyakana le shebo jo.
Yeah.
But on us shebo.
Because
After 3 days is shabo sa tsena ka montlu. Because of love. Like love must move you. For example, you can't say you love me like it's ke tlala. Kar lena ba re ke nka o bona motho wa ka o tshwere ke tlala. And then o motsora you love you but plan ya etso ya hore something must change.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hona le ho rata motho le ho ba le motho. You don't always have to be le motho mo ratana in my opinion.
No, okay.
Because ho ba le motho me pride hona le technicalities.
No ke hane mar ne re bola ka overrated.
Yeah, go overrated.
Yeah.
And you're right, ne?
Yeah.
Like you're right.
Thanks, buddy.
Not everyone will experience the love, but you can experience a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that love is a beautiful thing. And then also, if someone really loves you, they'll sacrifice for you. Now I determine love by sacrifice. You know what I mean? I determine love. Steve Harvey once said something. He said that if a guy has about 10,000 and he gives you 1,000 because you need it, it's not affecting his bank balance.
Yeah.
But if he's got 2,000 and he gives you 1,000 because you need it, he's sacrificing because of now too much higher now. You know what I mean? It's like he really needs, like, Leno Tomotonza Nahan or how I'm going to survive. That's love for me. Love is about sacrifice, you know what I mean? So I don't think now we're in a space of sacrificing a lot. I don't see it as much, you know what I mean? I cannot want people just being together and that's it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just hope whoever they're with the right person, the good person that can take care of them.
Yeah.
But I know that love doesn't harm. Love loves, man. You know what I mean? But anyway. So next week for Valentine, because of it I'll be buying someone flowers that I don't know, just to say, hey, happy Valentine. Whether it's my mom, whether it's my
you're a romantic guy.
I challenge all of us. Really, buy for someone. It mustn't be even. I got a Joel.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry,
let's half.
Yeah, as I say, my relationship with ICU. So anything can happen. Oka usane ke proposal. So Oscar confirm.
Confirm. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but
we're something before Friday.
No. I think Friday I'll just buy it for someone, whether it's a colleague, whether it's a friend.
Effective communication. Someone by Friday. Okay, that's something. Effective communication,
especially for colleague. No, I'll just send the wrong message.
No. Okay.
Especially on that specific day.
No,
I'm just doing it.
I must communicate.
Yeah,
I must communicate.
the podcast no sure lady one
exactly.
No,
Yeah, send them more commenting number tsa lona for legs.
Hey. Keshap, I've got a lot going on this year, so I guess I'm just gonna buy. No, why easy in the background? Why easy in the background? But no, man. I'll just buy someone just because of it's nice to put a smile on someone's face. You know what I mean? So yeah,
it's even nicer to put a smile on someone's face which you are building a future with.
Yeah.
Wait, Namar. Hey.
You're a good guy.
No, I think we're all good guys. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think we're all good guys.
I'm saying it's not too late to get someone.
No, it's never too late.
Solid.
No,
gotta before Valentine's.
Oh, before Valentine. Okay. Okay. But anyway. So let's hope this Friday we put a smile on someone's face. Yeah. I challenge the three of us. So we can do it.
And we're shooting an episode.
We're shooting an episode next week, by the way.
Guys,
for the first time, we'll be interviewing someone next week on the show
at a different venue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
it's an event, guys. I actually think we should put the details in the event if some of our viewers wanna attend the event.
Yep.
They can come through.
Yeah, come through.
So I think Hero poster episode really.
Podcast invite relevant. It's quite nice, man.
Yeah.
So see you there.
Synergy.
Synergy.
Cinematic.
Synergistic.
Yeah. Synergizer.
They would have a dictionary one day. It's okay, just in case. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're having our first guy that we're interviewing next week.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
are you gonna say Orumjita Kemang?
No. I think let's keep it as a surprise.
Next week,
yeah, let's keep it as a surprise.
Very prominent guy.
Yeah. You know, so we're excited. So stay tuned to that episode. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be an event. There'll be people that will be interviewing at the same time. So yeah, man, pull through to that event. Yeah, it's on the 15th of Feb. So next week Saturday, basically.
All right.
After Valentine. Yeah, man. Anything you want to say before we?
Yeah, just want to say we love you guys. Enjoy Valentine's. By Maratong. Yeah, man. Too much. It's like gents and ladies. Hyper Valentine's every day, man. Are treating pila, company, you know, as couples. Yeah, man. And yeah, man. Just show muto maratang marat.
Indeed, God is love. If you wanna define what love is, man, love is kind, it's patient. When it's that's 1 Corinthians chapter 30.
Yeah.
Leaders are readers. Let's be leaders in this generation. But pick up. Sometimes we are book go citing 1 Corinthians chapter 13. So God is love. And let's make this world a better place.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, no. Mine. In me closing as well, I would agree with the gents. Give Valentine next week, Friday. Honale moto, marate, mo appreciate, mo embrace, mo sorry, love of your life. Yeah. Let's just bring the atmosphere of love, you know. And appreciate motohao, man. Appreciate the motohao, you know.
Yeah.
Build something in motohao. Let's stop cheating. Okay, no, I didn't say that.
How do I cheat?
Hey.
Let's
Hey,
stop cheating.
Next episode.
Next episode.
Yeah, libs.
No. Show Motoru.
Yeah, cheating. We need to
Yeah.
talk about
No.
cheating.
No, show Motoru you are faithful to that person. You chose that person. I think someone choosing to be with you.
It's a big sacrifice.
It's a big
honestly.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have been with anyone else, but they're choosing to be with you.
Yeah.
So next week, and ladies as well, it's also your opportunity to show the guy that he's your king. You know what I mean?
It's both ways.
It's both ways. It's
Yeah.
both ways. Yeah.
Don't
Girls,
get it wrong.
Don't get it wrong. Yeah. So ladies as well, you know what to do.
You
for
are
a guy.
queens, but we are kings.
Yeah.
You're queens, but we are kings,
Yeah.
right? Edgar, we also want to be appreciated, right?
But ladies,
Yeah.
the goes to the Ronaldo goes to enough. Maybe like something. Happy like the socks. Every. But I said the goes to every year, man. Ay, God, man. Yeah.
But
Ladies run the goes.
we love you a lot, ladies.
We
but
love you,
yeah,
ladies.
but
Socks,
for the
Mara
guys,
socks.
you know, like surprise us, put effort, you know.
Yeah.
So how to celebrate Valentine Pila? As I said, I'm gonna just buy it to someone that I don't know just to say happy Valentine, just to put a smile on the face.
If I actually look relationship by this week, I think I'll also just buy someone flowers,
100%,
Yeah.
man, 100%. It could be your mom, it could be your cousin, it could be your friend, it could be your colleague, whoever. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
And then, guys,
Tabanana
just
next
before we
week.
go, there was a shout out to a colleague of mine was very excited about us.
Yeah.
Mr. Sweetness. She
Yeah.
said in the last episode, she said she came to me. She's busy advertising for us.
Oh, okay, sure, nice, yeah.
Yeah, we've got a podcast.
Yeah.
We've got a podcast.
Yeah.
Me and my boys, we got a podcast. Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like she was like going up and down. That's what tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she was going, I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to tell my friends to subscribe.
Yeah.
So she asked me to send a shout out to her in the last
Nice,
episode.
man,
And I
nice.
forgot. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
shout out
Kana
to
Urkiman?
Sweetness.
Shout out Sweetness.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Sweetness,
supporting
it seems
her.
like
Sweet.
it seems like I something Valentine's
side.
Day. Yeah, guys, bye.
My blog.
Shout out to my blog.
Already goes to sit.
Yeah, no. No, Sweetness on the motor. She's happily in a.
Hey, cheating. Karagadi goes. Karagadi goes.
Yeah, no, but she's a very nice colleague to all the colleagues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice, man.
So
Shout
guys,
out
yeah.
to Sweetness.
So guys, we'd just like to thank you for again watching. We'd like to thank you for subscribing. We'd like to thank you for liking, for commenting. We kindly ask you to keep doing that because of as mentioned before, you guys give us wings to fly. And any form of feedback from you, whether it's through commenting, liking, and subscribing, it gives us something to say that people are watching and people are liking us. We can't do this without you. Definitely, you're part of the show, and hopefully that the content that we bring you is entertaining and is informative because of its friends that are engaging. Man, there's not really a right or wrong answer here. We're just trying to engage with you guys. So we just like to thank you again and again and again, and we love you. please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. So yeah, this is us. Fourth episode. Can you believe it? The fourth episode.
We're gonna come right.
Fourth episode.
We're gonna come right.
So yeah, we'd like to thank you. Have a lovely, lovely week. A beautiful Valentine, and see you again. We see you on the 15th actually of Feb. Yeah. And this is us signing out. God bless.
Bye guys.
Hey, tada.
Tande. Umuntu ha.